This is going to be a really fun one to talk about because without a doubt, only two audiences for this one. I think you're probably going to love it for what it is and understand what it is, or hate it and probably not get past the first episode. Let's talk about Netflix's new action comedy series that's for adults, definitely, Obliterated. An elite special forces team tracking a deadly terrorist network hell-bent on blowing up Las Vegas. This series harks back to those original 80s film where we had like proper adult age restrictions, nudity, sex, violence, language, and nuclear bombs for the bad guys. That's what this series is, but in series form. And then you add a little help of that nuke, where our character's saying, "No nukes, no nukes. No nukes, no nukes, no nukes. You got any more bullets in that gun shop?" And you add a substantial spray of Weekends at Bernie's. Really? Hey, Bernie, just like last week, huh? And a lot of salad dressing of The Hangover.
What happened last night?
You mush those all together, and this is what this series is.
Make one move and I'll blow you away.
It's an amalgamation of that, but set now, well, in Las Vegas. They definitely have somewhat plot protection, our characters, and there's a sense of disbelievability, or believability even, that you need to push to a side, because these characters are classic 80s action heroes, but now. So with the language of now, the culture of now, technology of now, and you transform it now. You don't think that's going to work, and a lot of people are going to say it's not. If you manage to get past the first 20 minutes of episode 1, then you might stick around for the rest. Although I know a few reviewers, including Movies and Munchies, that are going to hate this. It's the same sort of feeling that if you don't like American TV series, you prefer world cinema series, then this is going to be one of those that's going to really irritate you. For me, I grew up on this sort of TV in South Africa, so seeing something like this come back into the zeitgeist of a platform like Netflix, not wanting to shy it away to make it appealing for the whole family, make it adult, stick to the adultness of it, the gore, the fighting sequences that you get in this, that is part of the thing that I think that really works for me in this. And then some of the characters that you have, for me, I love. The basis of this storyline is that they do a great job at the beginning, and then they go and party hard in Las Vegas because they're there. They've been on this mission for over 5 months and they just want a break. They party a little too hard, and some of the characters do way too many drugs and different types of alcohol and put that in their system. Of course, their job wasn't as well done as they thought it was, and have to go back on mission in Las Vegas in an absolute state, some of them totally unconscious. And that's where we start with at the beginning of this series. So it's totally Hangover. We have a bomb maker that is so off the wall and hyper that he takes more drugs than anyone I've ever seen.
Any idea what drugs they gave him? All of them.
His character is crazy fun. We have the tech geek who is in love with another character, although that character doesn't know it, but she is ridiculously good. You know, the caricatures, not very dimensional or fleshed out, although we do get those romantic storylines, and the dialogue is so cheesy and terrible in a lot of the places. This is why I'm saying you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. For me, I managed to get past those first 20 minutes, and the reason why I say the first 20 minutes is because the action wasn't very good, the dialogue wasn't very good, the way it was choreographed, it was just like, ugh. The synopsis for this feels like it should be a synopsis for a movie that went straight to DVD on a video rather than a series. So it kind of has everything working negatively towards it. But for me, for some reason, I don't know, my wife and I watched this and we were laughing our heads off at the ridiculousness of it. The fact that they're agents and on so many drugs and trying to do their jobs when they're drunk and high. The pilot is seeing things hallucinating. He didn't even know he had taken drugs. It's them trying to do a high intense job but being completely off the wall, literally obliterated, and seeing how that gets done. So for the for some of it, they take themselves seriously, but a lot of the time they can't. This series can't take itself seriously just because of what you're getting within this storyline, the ridiculousness of it. There is a torture moment in this that I cringed so much. I've never seen this done before. I was trying to think, had I seen this? And as a man, I was like, no, that is not okay. So there are moments in this that are really fun and off the wall and gory and over the top action, and they should be dead 10 times over. Like, there are moments like, how did you survive that? That is what is in here. So if you just want an off the wall, naked, full of sex, full of explosions, this is what this series is. It's nonsense, but you might be in the mood for nonsense, and I was. So I'm going to give it 3 Nicolas Cages.
You got one. Congratulations.
And by me saying how much I loved it, I should be giving it a higher rating. But I really enjoyed it, but I also know it's not very good. Does that make sense? So sometimes you're just in the mood for this kind of cheese, this kind of crap. And for me, this was just the crap I needed. I didn't want something very intelligent. I didn't want something that was going to change the way I feel about cinema and moving images. But I did really much enjoy this. Like Reacher, I know a lot of people were split on that. The new series on Amazon, the second season is just about to pop out. Reacher was fantastic for me. I loved it and I stand by that. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. At least maybe I know I'll find some of my cinematic people who enjoy this nonsense as much as I do. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. But most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.